Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear brothers and sisters. Have you ever wondered if animals know they're about to be sacrificed? Do they sense what's coming? This is a question that stirs the heart and brings tears to the eyes, especially for those of us who have stood in the quiet moments before the sacrifice of Eid al-Adha, when the air feels heavy with solemnity and the soft breath of the animal is like a prayer in itself. Let's delve into the truth behind this profound question, guided only by the light of our faith and the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah, avoiding any myths or unfounded stories. In Islam, the act of sacrifice is not one of cruelty or mindless bloodshed, but a deeply spiritual practice of devotion, mercy, and gratitude. The Quran in Surah Al-Hajj, verse 37, tells us that it is neither their meat nor their blood that reaches Allah, but it is piety from you that reaches Him. This powerful verse reminds us that the essence of the sacrifice is not the physical act itself, but the sincerity and devotion in our hearts. Now, as for the animals, do they know? The Prophet Muhammad, the mercy to the worlds, taught us to treat animals with utmost compassion. He said in an authentic hadith in Sahih Muslim, "Verily Allah has prescribed excellence in all things. So when you kill, kill in a good way, and when you slaughter, slaughter in a good way. Let each one of you sharpen his blade and let him spare suffering to the animal he slaughters." This instruction is not just a rule, but a profound reminder that animals are creatures with feelings, deserving of kindness and care even in their final moments. But does this mean they have an awareness of the purpose of their sacrifice? The scholars have explained that animals, unlike humans, do not have the same cognitive awareness of death or of being offered as a sacrifice. They feel fear and pain, as all living creatures do, but they do not comprehend the spiritual significance or finality of death. In fact, the Prophet once saw a man dragging a sheep by its ear to slaughter it, and he said, "Lead it gently to its death." Ibn Majah. This shows that while animals may not understand why they are being sacrificed, Islam commands us to reduce their fear and suffering as much as possible. During the sacrifice of Prophet Ibrahim's son, Ismail, peace be upon them, we see that it was not the animal's awareness that was tested, but the obedience of the father and the son. The ram that was sent from the heavens in place of Ismail was a mercy from Allah, and it is recorded in the Quran that this was a clear trial. Surah As-Safat, verses 106 to 107, one that symbolizes the pinnacle of submission to Allah's will, not the animal's understanding. Likewise, during the Prophet's time, animals were treated with dignity at every stage. Once, a companion was sharpening his knife in front of the animal to be slaughtered, and the Prophet rebuked him, saying, "Do you want to kill it twice? Sharpen your knife away from it so as not to frighten it." Sahih. These authentic narrations show that although animals do not have the same spiritual awareness as humans, they do feel stress and fear in the moments leading up to their slaughter, which is why we are commanded to be gentle and swift, to spare them any unnecessary pain or distress. Brothers and sisters, this is a lesson in compassion and responsibility, a reminder that every act of worship in Islam is rooted in mercy. Even in sacrifice, our faith demands that we uphold dignity and kindness. So, the next time you stand at the edge of the field, with your heart pounding and your hands trembling, remember, it's not about the animal's awareness of death, but about your own awareness of Allah's mercy and your duty to reflect that mercy in every action. Let's ask ourselves, are we fulfilling the true spirit of sacrifice, or are we just going through the motions? May Allah guide our hearts to compassion and our hands to gentleness. And may every sacrifice be a reminder that life, in all its forms, is sacred and that the ultimate goal of every act is to please Allah, most compassionate, most merciful. Jazakum Allahu khairan for listening, dear brothers and sisters. Until next time, may peace and blessings be upon you all.